Alright guys, welcome to Event Horizon, and today I'm going to be talking about Mars, the red planet, and I put that in quotation marks because it's bullshit. Mars isn't a red planet at all. In fact, it's more Earth-like than you could ever imagine. Yes, it's habitable, and yes, you can breathe on Mars without having to be inside an astronaut suit or a space suit or whatever. You can breathe on Mars, and I can prove it. The skies are as blue on Mars as they are on Earth, and I can prove it. It says here that they say Mars is often referred to as the red planet because of the iron oxide prevalent on its surface gives it a reddish appearance. And that's total, utter bullshit. That's a straight, bold-faced lie. NASA is lying through their teeth. I have many reasons why. I speculate why they lie about it. And it could be a second planet for a good amount of people to go, just in case an asteroid was really ever going to destroy the Earth. They're not going to tell everyone that Mars is habitable for many different reasons. I don't know. It could be a billionaire's paradise. They could have bases on Mars they don't want to tell the public about, or it could just be, only the rich get to go there if the world or the Earth is ever really going to be fully destroyed by an asteroid. It'd be a good place. Mars would be a good place to go if an asteroid was going to hit the Earth. You go there, you live there for a while, and then maybe in the future they can come back to Earth if it's not totally destroyed by whatever if an asteroid were to hit it. But scrolling down a bit here, we'll just look at Mars. Things about Mars, and then I'll show you why I believe that it's just like Earth. If you scroll down right here, it says polar caps. Mars has 2 permanent polar ice caps. During a pole's winter, it lies in continuous darkness, chilling the surface and causing the deposition of 25 to 30% of atmosphere into slabs of CO2 ice, dry ice. When the poles are exposed to sunlight, the frozen CO2 sublimes, creating enormous winds that sweep off the poles as fast as 400 kilometers an hour, 250 miles per hour. These seasonal actions transport large amounts of dust and water vapor, giving rise to Earth-like frost and large cirrus clouds. Clouds of water ice were photographed by the Opportunity rover in 2004. But I'll show you why I went over this in a little bit here, because they're lying about this. They're telling you a half truth here. Yeah, there's polar caps on Mars, but it's dry ice. This and that. Like, no, it's not. That's a straight up lie. And then it says they have extinct volcanoes, which I don't believe any volcano on Mars is actually extinct, because Mars isn't a dead planet. It's very much alive. They just don't want to tell you that. It's like they tell you half-truths. Yeah, it has volcanoes, but they're extinct volcanoes. Yeah, it has polar ice caps, but it's dry ice. It's not, water like we'd know it, and this and that. And then it says Mars lost its magnetosphere 4 billion years ago, possibly caused with numerous asteroid strikes, so the solar wind interacts directly with the Martian ionosphere, lowering the atmospheric density by stripping away atoms of the outer layer. So they're trying to tell you that the atmosphere isn't as good as Earth, it's dead, or whatever. It's just total, utter bullshit. They're not going to tell you that Mars is alive because they don't want you to know. Why they don't want you to know, like I said, it could be a refuge for rich people if something was going to happen to Earth. There could be a secret base there they don't want anybody to know about. They could be terraforming the planet. They don't want you to know about it. Habitability. The German Aerospace Center discovered that Earth lichens can survive in simulated Mars conditions, making the presence of life more plausible, according to researcher Tim Spohn. The simulation-based temperatures, atmospheric pressure, minerals, and light data from Mars probes. An instrument called REMS is designed to provide new clues about the signature of the Martian general circulation, microscale weather systems, blah, blah, blah. But enough said. It's time to get to the point of this video. Mars isn't dead, and I'll prove it to you. Alright guys, as you can see, this is a photo of Mars. On the left That's the photo that NASA released with the famous red tint photo filter, which anybody with Photoshop or anybody with Snapchat knows that you can add red tint photo filters. You can add a black and white photo filter. You can add a multicolored photo filter. Back then, when in the 60s and 70s, they didn't know that you could add red tints. They didn't know about Photoshop. They didn't have computers. They didn't know that you could put red tints on photos. All right. And in the right, it's the same exact photo on the right with the red tint removed. That's the actual photo. That's somebody taking the same photo, putting it into Photoshop and removing the tint. And as you can see, Mars has a blue sky just like Earth. That's why they put the red tint, so you can't see the blue sky. All right. On to the next photo here. The true color of Mars. On the left, it's a 1979 NASA Viking photo with a tint put on that. Any dumbass that knows just a little bit about technology today knows that you can add frickin' filters to photos. Do I really even need to explain this? On the left, it's the same exact photo on the right as on the left. On the left, it has a filter. On the right, it's normalized for human eye. It's a blue sky on Mars. It snows on Mars. This is what I say. They said about the polar ice caps. It snows on Mars. They're lying when they say it's dry ice. It's not. It's the same exact type of thing you would find on Earth. I mean, they have polar ice caps like we do on Earth or whatever. It snows on Mars. There is water on Mars. Mars is alive. It's not dead. Okay, here's another photo that NASA released. Same exact thing. On the left, you have what NASA released with its fucking photo filter that drives me insane. And on the right, you have the same exact photo with the filter removed. Now, come on. I don't even need to say it. I just don't know why they lie to us. Eventually, they're going to have to tell us because technology is going to get so good that, more people will start to question it. I honestly believe that Mars is habitable. You can breathe on Mars. It's not dead. It's alive. There's a blue sky. It's just as beautiful as Earth. And they're just not ready to tell us yet, or they're never going to tell us. Maybe it's a secret base, a secret refuge for rich people. I don't know. But I'm going to get on to this last photo here. Now, I put this kind of for shits and giggles. This movie was released in 1990, in the 90s or whatever. This is Total Recall. And I just find it funny that it's almost like pre-programming. They're trying to tell you, because the entire basis of Total Recall is they're on a mission on Mars and they end up making Mars habitable. They couldn't breathe on Mars. By the end of the movie, they activate a reactor and they're able to breathe on Mars and they're able to live on Mars. I feel like this is pre-programming, kind of laughing at you, kind of giving you a hint that Mars is habitable. It's not dead. It's not what they say it is. But I just wanted to put that there, kind of funny. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Event Horizon. Please like, subscribe, and favorite. Peace out.